Welcome to AI Mortgage News, your primary source for national market updates and macroeconomic analysis. I am your lead anchor, and it is currently Monday, April 20th at 9:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We are tracking a highly volatile situation in the bond market following a weekend of significant geopolitical escalation. Heading into this past weekend, market indications were about as promising as they have been in months. There was a growing sense of optimism that the war was finally heading toward a peaceful conclusion. This sentiment was clearly reflected in the data, with oil prices and treasury yields sitting at multi-week lows, while the stock market reached new all-time highs. For those watching MBS, it felt like a window of opportunity was opening up, as lower yields typically translate into better pricing for mortgage-backed securities. But the landscape shifted dramatically over the weekend. News broke that the U.S. military fired on and seized an Iranian ship, leading to an immediate spike in tension. In response, Iran announced it was canceling its previous plans to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. This is a critical choke point for global oil, and the market reaction was swift. Why does this matter for your mortgage rate? Because energy prices are a massive component of the CPI, and any threat to the oil supply chain creates inflationary pressure, which the Federal Reserve watches closely. Oil prices retraced almost all of Friday's drop on the news, and the bond market took a hit, erasing more than half of the gains associated with the Friday rally. However, as we moved into overnight trading, both oil and bonds began bouncing back slowly. As of 9:34 a.m., bonds are actually moving back into positive territory, driven by recent headlines suggesting that peace talks may be back on the table. This headline-driven market makes it incredibly difficult to predict short-term movements for MBS. We are seeing a tug-of-war between fear of escalation and the hope for diplomacy. If peace talks gain traction, we could see yields return to those multi-week lows. But if the Strait of Hormuz remains a flashpoint, expect more upward pressure on rates. For now, the modest weakness we saw on Sunday night is being mitigated, but the situation remains fluid. Comment, like, and subscribe for more AI mortgage news updates. See you in the next one.